Noodles are one of the few foods that connect almost every culture on Earth. Some were created thousands of years ago, others were born from war, trade, or pure innovation. From handmade strands stretched by expert chefs to instant cups eaten in space. Every noodle tells a different story. Here are the fascinating histories behind the world's most famous noodles. Number 1. Ramen. Few foods represent Japan better than ramen, but its story actually begins in China. Chinese immigrants introduced wheat noodles to Japan during the late 1800s, where they slowly evolved into a completely new dish. What makes ramen special is Kansui, an alkaline mineral water that gives the noodles their signature yellow color, firm texture, and slightly chewy bite. After World War II, Japan faced severe food shortages. Long lines formed outside noodle stalls every day. Seeing this, inventor Momofuku Ando searched for a faster and cheaper way to feed people. In 1958, he created instant ramen, changing food history forever. Today, ramen has countless regional varieties. Sapporo is famous for rich miso broth, Fukuoka for creamy tonkotsu, and Tokyo for soy-based shoyu ramen. Some restaurants spend nearly an entire day preparing a single broth. What started as an immigrant meal has become one of Japan's greatest culinary symbols. Number 2. Lo mein. Lo mein is one of the oldest noodle dishes still enjoyed today. Its name simply means tossed noodles, describing how the cooked noodles are gently mixed with sauce instead of being heavily stir-fried. These wheat noodles date back more than 2,000 years to ancient China, where noodles became a symbol of long life and prosperity. Because of this tradition, long noodles are commonly served during birthdays and Lunar New Year celebrations. Cutting them before eating is considered unlucky in many families. Traditional Cantonese lo mein is surprisingly simple, using light soy sauce, sesame oil, vegetables, and roasted meats. Outside China, especially in North America, restaurants gradually created sweeter and thicker versions to suit local tastes. Although the recipes differ greatly, every bowl still reflects centuries of Chinese culinary tradition. Number 3. Spaghetti. Spaghetti is one of Italy's most recognizable foods, yet many people still believe a famous myth, that Marco Polo brought pasta from China. Historians disagree. Long before his travels, dried pasta already existed around the Mediterranean, likely introduced through Arab trade routes into Sicily, where warm weather made drying pasta easy. The word spaghetti means little strings, perfectly describing its long, thin shape. Its most famous companion, tomato sauce, arrived much later. When tomatoes first reached Europe, many believed they were poisonous because they resembled toxic plants. Only after generations of experimentation did tomatoes become the heart of Italian cuisine. One unforgettable moment came in 1957 when the BBC aired a fake documentary showing spaghetti growing on trees. Thousands of viewers believed the broadcast and even asked how they could grow their own spaghetti at home. Number 4. Rice noodles. Unlike wheat noodles, rice noodles were created because people adapted to local ingredients. Southern China grew plenty of rice but very little wheat. Instead of abandoning noodles altogether, cooks discovered they could grind rice into flour and create soft, delicate strands. The idea spread throughout Southeast Asia, where every country developed its own version. Vietnam transformed them into fragrant bowls of pho. Thailand stir-fried them into pad thai. Malaysia combined them with seafood, spices, and smoky sauces. Rice noodles are naturally smooth and absorb surrounding flavors extremely well, making them perfect for soups, stir-fries, salads, and even crispy fried snacks. Today they're enjoyed across the world, proving that one simple ingredient can inspire countless traditions. Number 5. Cup noodles. By the early 1970s, instant ramen was already popular, but Momofuku Ando believed people needed something even more convenient. After watching overseas customers crush instant noodles into paper cups before adding hot water, he had a brilliant idea. Why not place the noodles inside their own waterproof container? In 1971, cup noodles were born. The package worked as storage, cooking bowl, and serving dish all at once. Students loved them. Travelers packed them everywhere. Office workers relied on them for quick meals. The invention eventually became one of the world's best-selling convenience foods. Its success even inspired specially designed noodles for astronauts, allowing people to enjoy ramen while floating in space. Few foods have traveled farther than cup noodles. Number 6. Vermicelli. Vermicelli is one of the few noodles that exists in completely different forms depending on where you are in the world. The name comes from Italian and literally means little worms, referring to its long, thin shape. While the name may sound unusual today, it was simply a way of describing the pasta centuries ago. In Italy, vermicelli is made from durum wheat and is slightly thicker than traditional spaghetti. It's commonly served with tomato sauces, seafood, olive oil, or fresh herbs. Across Asia, however, vermicelli tells an entirely different story. Rice vermicelli is a staple ingredient in countries like Vietnam, Thailand, Malaysia, and Singapore. It appears in soups, stir-fries, spring rolls, and refreshing noodle salads. India transformed vermicelli into ceviyan, which is cooked in milk with sugar, nuts, and spices to create festive desserts served during celebrations like Eid. In the Philippines, pancit bihon is believed to bring long life and good fortune, making it a popular dish for birthdays. Despite its different ingredients and cooking styles, vermicelli proves that one simple noodle can become part of countless cultures around the world. Number 7. Glass noodles. Glass noodles look unlike any other noodle on Earth. Before cooking, they're stiff, pale, and almost invisible. But once they're placed into boiling water, they become crystal clear, earning names like glass noodles, cellophane noodles, or bean thread noodles. Unlike wheat noodles, glass noodles are made from starch, usually extracted from mung beans, sweet potatoes, peas, or potatoes. This gives them a smooth, slightly chewy texture that's perfect for absorbing rich broths and flavorful sauces. In Korea, they're the centerpiece of japchae, a colorful stir-fried dish filled with vegetables, mushrooms, sesame oil, and beef. In China, they appear in the famous Sichuan dish, called ants climbing a tree, where seasoned minced pork sticks to the transparent noodles like tiny ants climbing branches. They're also widely used in hot pots, dumplings, soups, and spring rolls throughout East and Southeast Asia. Their ability to absorb flavor while maintaining their unique texture has made glass noodles a favorite for hundreds of years. Number 8. Udon. Among Japan's many noodle varieties, udon stands out because of its incredible simplicity. These thick wheat noodles are soft, chewy, and satisfying, often served in a delicate broth that allows their natural flavor to shine. Historians believe early versions arrived in Japan from China more than 1,000 years ago before gradually evolving into the udon enjoyed today. Traditional udon dough is extremely firm. In fact, many artisans still knead it by stepping on it with their feet while it's wrapped in cloth. This unusual technique creates the smooth, elastic texture that makes authentic udon so distinctive. Japan's Kagawa Prefecture has become famous for its devotion to udon. Some restaurants have been making the noodles by hand for generations, while locals enjoy them at almost any time of day, even breakfast. Whether served in hot broth during winter or chilled with dipping sauce in summer, udon demonstrates that the simplest recipes often become timeless classics. Number 9. Fettuccine. The word fettuccine translates to little ribbons, perfectly describing the noodle's flat, ribbon-like shape. Its most famous dish, fettuccine alfredo, began with an act of love rather than a restaurant invention. In the early 1900s, Roman chef Alfredo Di Lelio created a simple pasta made from butter, Parmigiano Reggiano cheese, and freshly cooked fettuccine to help his wife recover after childbirth. The creamy texture didn't come from heavy cream. Instead, it came from skillfully combining butter, cheese, and hot pasta water until they formed a silky sauce. Everything changed when famous Hollywood actors visited Alfredo's restaurant and shared the dish with audiences back home. American restaurants soon created richer versions by adding cream, chicken, mushrooms, and garlic. Today, the American version is known worldwide, while the original Italian recipe remains surprisingly simple. A reminder that extraordinary flavor doesn't always require complicated ingredients. Every noodle tells a story far greater than the ingredients used to make it. Some were created to feed growing civilizations. Others were born from migration, trade, or the need to survive difficult times. Yet, despite their different origins, they all share one remarkable purpose: bringing people together around the table, whether it's a steaming bowl of Japanese ramen, a plate of Chinese lo mein, Vietnamese rice noodles, comforting Japanese udon, or classic Italian pasta. Each dish carries generations of tradition, culture, and creativity. So the next time you enjoy your favorite bowl of noodles, remember, you're not just eating lunch or dinner, you're experiencing thousands of years of human history, one delicious strand at a time.